What you gonna do? When the end, W-O-O destroys you.
Anything less would be civilized.
Hey, hello, welcome friends, fellow wisdom seekers, fellow truth seekers, everybody. Welcome to the brave new world order, straight out the catacombs of podcasting. I am your host, Brandon St. One. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this episode. I am just going to go off and rant. Next week is the season finale of America. We have the election next Tuesday, November 5th. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. It's just a few days away. Everybody is acting crazy. And I just want to talk a little bit of shit about that. And also just talk a little bit about why I haven't been able to post some episodes recently. And I'll talk about that. I guess even though I don't really like to talk about personal shit, I like to talk about conspiracies. And I like to talk about what's going on out there in the world, psyops, and all that shit. But I have talked about in the past how my mom and my grandmother have both gotten the jabs, 3 of them. And then after that, they both did not do very well at all. My grandmother had a stroke. And ever since then, it's been downhill. My mom had not been the same since. She's had medical problems and nobody knows what to do about it. All the doctors nowadays, all they really want to do is give out more prescription drugs. And then no one is putting 2 and 2 together about vaccine damages or anything like that. So I pretty much became the main caretaker to my 94-year-old grandmother. And my mom isn't as old and in as bad shape as my grandmother. I call her Nana. She's Italian. So she's not, she can do much more, but I still drive her to her appointments. And then there's household stuff, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, prescription drugs, all the things caretaker does. Keep somebody alive, pretty much. And as she's gotten worse and worse, it just takes more and more of my time and more of my energy and my brain power. And I can't just focus 100% on all this conspiracy stuff sometimes. And research takes a lot of time. I'm just a one-man show here. I have to research everything, put the show together, edit, release it, show notes, sources, all that shit. So I'm going to just do a rant episode here today. No research required. I hope that you guys enjoy it. Just hearing me kind of go off about my thoughts in real time. This election, man, there's a lot of energy harvesting, energy manipulation, and I feel it. I feel it too. And I'm going to talk about that because it's been on my mind and I got to get it out somehow or another, right? So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that without going too much into details of my personal life and everything. But there is a lot going on behind the scenes and it's stressful. There's family drama all wrapped up in this as well. And that's never fun to be caught in the middle of that shit. I don't have drama with anybody. It's not my drama, but I am caught in the middle of it sometimes. But it's just things that families deal with, especially times when somebody is getting older and people just seem to be checked out and don't care. But that's all I'll say about family drama bullshit. This is a conspiracy show. This ain't Dr. Phil. But I will say one more thing, though, because it kind of eats away at me. Both of them, my mom and Nana, have Trump derangement syndrome. They both took 3 jabs from Moderna. I could not convince them otherwise. I tried so hard and I failed miserably, so miserably that I actually drove them both to the mall 3 times to get these jabs and boosters. And I kind of felt like shit about it, but I tried. And I was the crazy one. And I'm still the crazy one, especially now since I revealed that I voted for Trump. I am now one of Satan's children, according to them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not 100% MAGA or anything like that. And I'm not even sure elections matter. But I ask myself, if they didn't, why do they go to so much trouble to rig them? Or is that just part of the psychological operation, the demoralization? I really don't know. And instead of just sitting out and saying I'm not going to vote, I decided that I was going to vote because I really don't know. And if voting does matter, I think the clear choice is not voting for censorship, because the fact of the matter is, as of right now, the Democrats are the party of censorship and they are the party of war. They will send your children out overseas or maybe even manufacture a war here at home. Who knows? But they will have no hesitation. It's the uniparty. It's the George W. Bush, Obama, Cheney, got Dick Cheney, Liz Cheney, John Kerry, all the same people. And the left is pushing identity politics hardcore, nonstop. They are the advocates to mutilate children and push gender ideology on them and fuck up their brains, make decisions that they regret later. The left has fallen too far and they need to feel the pain. They need people who normally would vote for the left to show them, hey, we're not like this. We're not this far fucking gone. Because I was always considering myself to be, I like some liberal policies and some things on the right are good too. But now it seems like there's definitely an inversion, and I've talked about it my last episode. Is it done on purpose? Is it done to corral us people who like freedom and free speech into supporting something that's going to be bad later? I don't know, but right now what we're facing is looking pretty grim. But I'm not blind to the fact that there are people, and maybe Donald Trump is one of them, but maybe there are people behind him because he's old that are looking at him as a stepping stone to insert some kind of Christian Reich into our country. And that's a possibility. I know there's layers and layers to this game. So I'm not going to get all excited and become part of a MAGA group or anything like that. That's just silly. And to think that Donald Trump is going to fix everything, that is also silly. But if we go another 4 years heading in this direction with illegal immigration, I think we're in for it. And this is one of the things I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen it where I live. They are housing tons of people here in hotels. There are no hotels available for anybody else because they get paid more to house these illegal immigrants. And I know these are people, and I wish everybody the best. But why do we have countries then? Why do we have borders? What's the point? Why are we even called the United States of America? Why do we even have laws that American citizens have to follow if people from elsewhere can come and just be breaking the law right off the bat just by being illegal? And then they can get services and then actually vote and change the outcome of an election. I mean, right now, that's what the Democrats are fighting for. They're fighting in court. I think it's Virginia. Virginia wants to remove, non-citizens from the voting rolls. And now the DOJ is suing them for it. So they want to keep non-citizens. Why are they going through all this trouble? Maybe they want to try to rig an election again. I don't know. I thought earlier in the year, and I said it too, that this was going to be used to create riots, race riots, immigration riots, all types of stuff just in time for the election. But there hasn't really been that. We have a few days. And then after, when they're taking 2 weeks to tell us who the president is, when it should be the very next day, who knows what's going to happen in that time? And you see, that's a whole nother thing too they're setting people up for, telling them that we're not going to know come Wednesday who the president is. We have to get all these votes from overseas. I seen in Massachusetts, where I live, you have until like November 9th to turn in your mail-in ballot. What the shit is that all about? My head is definitely spinning from all this because I'm conflicted. Like, I've talked about Donald Trump and possibly some shit coming from that. But I can't just sit here and look at like the left is just they had a president that's completely brain dead. They covered it up. They cooed him right out of there, forcing him to not run for re-election. The propaganda machine did its job. They inserted the download into the cult's brain, and they all took it. They went for Kamala, no questions asked. And I've seen it happen in real time. I've seen my family, how they took the download and they started parroting exactly what the mainstream media said to them. I've seen these downloads happen in real time quite a few times. It's hard to deny it. Every single time the media tells them to hate somebody or like somebody, it's automatic. Elon Musk is one of them. I see when he pops up on TV or his name is even mentioned, they fucking just have a visceral reaction, start saying fucking piece of shit, swearing. Very angry reaction to that man. Same thing. RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Joe Rogan, all enemies of the state, according to these people. And I don't really engage and try to change people's minds or anything because I have my own doubts about Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and Donald Trump. But those are my own thoughts and concerns that I have thought about on my own. And I think about these things deeply. And I'm not just accepting a download and repeating talking points. And I do think about a lot why I think certain things and how I got led to that information. If that's all part of the plan as well, like on Twitter algorithms, you get caught in this algorithm and then you're getting sent certain information. And if you start believing that information, then all of a sudden you're in and you're stuck. So I think about that as well because us conspiracy theorists are not immune to the potential programming effect. You don't think that the intelligence apparatus has infiltrated the conspiracy theory community at all, the truth community? You don't think that some information has been leaked into that community, to our community? I don't know. I'm not part of any fucking community or group, but I'm just saying. You don't think some of the information that's out there might be there on purpose to get us talking about it? And I've talked about this in the past. Talked about the energy and how I don't really talk a lot about current events because I don't want to be part of the energy manipulation and energy manifestation rituals that they're performing. But sometimes you just got to talk shit because this is a big event. This is the election 2024. I don't want to sit this one out completely. I know that it's going to be a complete shit show after the election with the votes being counted. It's going to be all types of bullshit. Just like last time. Who knows? You're going to see videos of people running fucking ballots through machines. You don't know if it's real or not. You're going to see shit about foreign countries hacking voting machines, just like last time. You don't know if it's real or not. It's going to be fucking wild. What do you all think about this? I did a poll in my last episode. Who are you going to vote for? And so far, I put an option, I'm not going to vote. So far, that one is in the lead. And then Donald Trump, J.D. Vance is in second place. And then a few people said they would vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, but not many. So you have a few days. If you want to go hit up that poll, please do. It helps the show when people fucking engage and participate in these types of things. I think it does. I think the algorithm gets a little boost when you get comments and people participate in polls and things like that. So head over to Spotify and tell me who you're going to vote for. I'd love to hear your thoughts on my rant. I know it's kind of all over the place, but this is just things that have been in my mind. I did vote for Donald Trump. I did think about it. I almost didn't vote at all, but I thought about it. And like I said, seeing some things for myself in real life, in real time, and just seeing how much control the left has right now over the media and how they can just fucking program people's brains in real time. Like I keep saying, I've seen it happen. It's really just amazing thing to see. And I wonder if there are people on the left that are Kamala Harris supporters that deal with the same thing, that deal with people parroting every little thing that Trump says or that Elon Musk says. Because I've talked with Trump supporters and they usually can just have a conversation about things and it's not like repeat this fucking phrase, repeat this talking point, this headline. It seems like They are more willing to engage in ideas and alternative ideas as opposed to just like lockstep in line with every little thing. But I only know what I know. And what I see is something. It's something supernatural almost. So I guess I just said fuck it. I voted for Trump, but I'm going to keep my eye on it. Obviously, I'm not going to just go along with everything the dude says. So yeah, definitely let me know what you all think. I want to hear your thoughts on this, what you think is going to happen come Wednesday, and what you think is going to happen after that. I want to hear all your thoughts. Participate in the poll. That's fun. Comment. Leave a comment on YouTube, on Spotify. Leave a review. You can hit a thumbs up. Smash the like button. Do a Macho Man Randy Savage flying elbow off your desk to smash that like button. Whatever you got to do. You could also touch the like button very gently and talk sweet nothings to it if you like. Do whatever you got to do to support the show. That's the best way. Leave a review, smash the like button, a comment, answer the poll, all those things. I thank you all so very much. And I have a bunch of projects in the works, like I mentioned. Got derailed a little bit, but hey, ain't gonna let that stop me. I ain't ever gonna stop doing the podcast. I have more Corpus Hermeticum. I have more Book of Enoch, and I'm also working on an episode that's talking about all these UFO, UAP whistleblowers and this disclosure thing that's going on right now. We have a whistleblower that's sitting in prison talking about Project Crystal Night, which was when the United States government swapped out 12 people for one extraterrestrial being from another planet in the 1960s. It's called Project Crystal Night, and it's also known as Project Serpo, depending on what intelligence agency you ask. So that episode I will have out just in time for the hearing that's coming up in November. I'll definitely have it out before then, at least a couple weeks or a week before. I think it's in the middle of November. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I thank you all so much for sticking with me. Everybody that's been with the show, all the new subscribers and listeners. Just like I said, I ain't ever going to stop doing the Brave New World Order. So thank you for sticking with me. Much more to come. Thanks so much for listening to me rant a little bit and get some things off my chest. I know a lot of you probably like the deep dive researched episodes, and this is just me kind of just fucking ranting and raving like a lunatic. And I appreciate you coming along with me on this journey, everybody. I am Brandon St. One, the host of the Brave New World Order, and I will be back very soon. Thanks again. Much love, everybody. In the meantime, stay positive. Think for yourself. Don't accept those downloads and question everything. Peace.